Chris Lavin from Xtreme Polishing Systems, Deerfield Beach, Florida. I'm here with Ed Richards today. As my partner with H&K Enterprises, we do a lot of removal of coatings. One of the biggest things why Ed is also here is because Ed is responsible for developing the famous magnetic plate system that's made us so famous today. We've made a magnetic plate system to retrofit every machine on the market, whether you have an Edco machine, a Husqvarna machine, an HTC machine, a Lavina machine, a Turco, an STI, a SACE, and an Novatech. I'm sure I've missed a few of them, huh?
There's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot of different machines out there, but we retrofit your machine with a magnetic plate system that will hold either the trapezoid tooling, and we make these magnetic plates for this concrete Genie to go 1/8 of an inch to the wall. So I want you to notice what 1/8 of an inch is. 1/8 of an inch is 1/8 of an inch. It's 0.125. You can either hit the 1/8 of an inch from the side here of the machine, okay, as you see there, or from the top part of the machine, as you can see right here. Okay, so you're going to be able to get 1/8 of an inch on either way you go. Okay, this is a counter rotating machine, so one of these heads is spinning clockwise, and I want you to notice the flexibility, because we have a Morse flex coupler on this machine. Okay, many of the machine manufacturers have a Morse flex coupler system in place on their machine, and the reason why is because it's got enough flexibility to where it's going to get into the low spots of the concrete, or the bird baths as people call them, and you're going to be able to grind and cut that cap of the concrete as well as the rest of the floor. So you're going to have a very uniform cut floor, which is what you're looking for. The reason why we made a magnetic plate system is because a lot of the other systems before on the marketplace, you needed to use bolts, screws, and it would literally take you about 45 minutes to an hour to change 4 heads of that. And a lot of times you're trying to figure out, like, if you can cut with a 70 grit metal as your first cut, and you don't have to go to 30s, you want to do that. Okay, so you're going to start with your 70s first. Okay, and if your 70s are doing the cutting, great. If you need to go down to the 30s, you don't want to have to take 45 minutes to go back to change all the tools. So what we've done is we've developed a system, and Ed's going to show you how quickly you can actually remove these. So as you see, it took Ed literally less than 30 seconds to take 6 of them off. He's going to show you how quick to put them back on now. If I had a time watch on that, it was probably under 15 seconds. So these are your trapezoids. Our trapezoids, I want you to notice that these are taller than most trapezoids on the market. These are a 12 millimeter by 12 millimeter segment. Most segments that are on the market, on the cheap ones you buy, are 7 millimeter by 7 millimeter, or 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter. For us to make it with an extra 2 millimeter going around doesn't really take us a lot more raw materials, so we make it so you get the biggest bang for the buck. Our tool cost, when you use our tooling systems, will be the less per square foot of anybody else's tooling on the market. If you can find me another system on the market that will beat ours as far as price per square foot, I will give you $100, because you won't be able to find it. The Morse flex coupler system, the magnetic plates, really makes this concrete Genie a very desirable machine. I want to take you through some of the features on this machine, which we like about it very much, okay? And we've improved some of the things compared to the first generation Genie that we've had. As you notice, you set the machine down very slowly. This handle here will fluctuate. If you have something small on the machine and they want to, you know, if you have a midget out there, okay, he can use this. Okay, a guy like Ed or my size, we're gonna probably have it maybe like right here when we're maneuvering this machine. This machine you're gonna be swinging the machine back and forth, okay, when you're using it, so you get a big sweep of the concrete. These handles here are to be able to lift this up into the back of a pickup truck. If you're going to lift it up going up a flight of stairs. Normally we recommend you have 3 people lift this machine. This machine weighs 350 pounds. When you put the weight on it, it's an additional 45 pounds. When you add water to it, you add an additional 75 pounds. If we can get Roger here to help out with lifting this machine, we're going to show you how to lift the machine. You're basically going to take the person that's going to be on this side, all the weight is with these people on the front side. Okay? So I'm just lifting it up and we can carry it. And we're gonna go backwards with it. And we're gonna set it down slowly. These are your handles right here. They go back in the little storage space. Your electrical outlet's on the back here. Right here. This is the electrical outlet right here. Okay. And you're gonna run your plug from here, and you're gonna take that either into the breaker box, or you're gonna plug it in. This is a single phase 220 machine, so you can use this in a residential setting. You can put it where the washer or dryer is. You can put it where the hot water heater is, or you can take it and run it off of a 30 amp breaker, the breaker box. This piece right here is gonna help you to level the machine, and it's got a little bubble on it, just like a regular level. And you're going to adjust this to where it goes in between. Can you see the bubble right here? This is going to show you if you're level or not. So you want to be in a level position when you start your grinding. You don't want to be in an unlevel position. So let's crank it back here to where it gets level. And if you want to do a real good close-up here of this bubble, I want to show that the bubble is completely level. Right here you can see that the bubble is between the two bars. So right now this machine is completely level with the diamond tooling on it, okay? This is your vacuum port. The vacuum port is where you're going to hook your hose up to for your vacuum, which is going to suck all the dust up and keep your air clean. Up here, we've recessed the lights. The lights used to be out on top. People were breaking them, so we recessed them so that won't happen. When it's on green is when you're plugged in. Red is when you turn the machine off. So here's your emergency stop button if you want to shut the machine down quickly. When you want to restart it, just turn it and it'll go back up. This is going to be your control for your RPMs. This machine will run anywhere from 0 to 1500 RPMs. This machine likes to be run at high RPMs, so normally run it between 1300 and 1500 RPMs. You have your on button here for going, it's going to go counter rotating. It's going to go counterclockwise. And then when you put it this way, it's going to go clockwise. So if you start to glaze over your diamonds, or your diamonds don't seem to be cutting that well, just simply turn it to the other way, make it go in reverse, and then it'll redress the diamonds, and your diamonds will start to cut again for you. This handle is here to help you raise this up. Whenever you pull the machine back, have it in an upright position. This is your footrest. It's going to help you tilt the machine back. Never tilt the machine back with a weight on it, okay? Because that's going to cause you a problem. You want to take the weight off, and then you're going to pull the machine back like this when you're going to change your diamonds. You have a kickstand on the bottom there, okay? That's going to hold the machine up. And then you can change your diamonds. This water tank right here is a 9-gallon water tank. This holds 9 gallons of water at 8 pounds per gallon. Adds 72 pounds of weight if you need weight. If you're doing a removal of a coating or you're having difficulty with your concrete, you can add water and this will add weight to your machine. Your water dispenser is over here. Put it down slowly always. Your water dispenser handle is right over there. This is your control valve for your water. This is going to release it at whatever amount you want to release on the concrete. The other product that you're going to want, if you're using water, you want to look into our product called Gel Max. It's a slurry solution that's going to dry up your slurry that you're going to be getting all full of mud and wetness, and it'll dry it up for you, and you'll be able to basically just squeegee it up, put it into a pile, and shovel it and dispense it into a brown contractor bag and throw it in a dumpster. There's been a lot of people that have seen this machine on YouTube. They've seen it run at the Concrete Decor Show, the World of Concrete. This happens to be one of the lowest price two-headed machines on the market today. The reason why it's such a low price is that we can afford to do that because we're going to get you to come back and buy your diamonds from us, your chemicals, and your dyes and your colors. The Concrete Genie is a fully warranted machine, bumper to bumper, for 1 year. So if you get this machine out there and you have a problem with it within the first year, we cover that. I've got over 500 units on the market since October 2011, and I have zero negative feedback on this machine. This is a great machine for the first time person that's looking to get in the concrete polishing business, and it's also a great machine for the people that have a lot of machines. We use them on a daily basis. Yeah, as edge machines. It's a great edge machine. Every contractor needs to have a concrete Genie. It's great for doing residential work, single phase 220, and it's easy to maneuver around. It's a machine that you can go and use and do a mock-up for a customer. If you got your big machine on one job and a customer calls and says, hey, can you show me what my floor would look like if it was polished, you can go do a mock-up with this and send a guy in his pickup truck and he can go and handle that job. But anyways, thanks a lot for visiting us today, and continue shopping through our great array of concrete polishing tools and supplies at XtremePolishingSystems.com.